breaking down the 4th round of the 2018 NFL Draft. And for the 4th straight round, we had the first pick in the round.
Yes, we did. Ian Thomas, tight end from Indiana, goes to the Carolina Panthers. And I tell you, what a nice fit with Greg Olsen in terms of their 2 tight end packages, because this is an athlete, Ian Thomas. He can play down the seam. He's got good hands. He's a capable blocker. I really like the choice by the Panthers, and they moved up to take him.
Who got the biggest bump from coming here?
Well, Kyle Laletta, the quarterback from Richmond, went there in the middle of November. Walked out innocently enough out on the practice field, and I had watched 3 or 4 of his tapes. I met him in the coaching offices, and then I go out to the practice field on a cold day in Richmond. I'm like, this guy belongs in the Reese's Senior Bowl. He shows up down here, and that's where his momentum just really began to kick into gear. And he had a good, solid Senior Bowl week. Capped it off with our MVP honors, 198 yards, 3 touchdowns in the game. Then he had a good pro day workout. He won the interview in terms of the spring, and now he goes in the 4th round to the New York Giants, where he will be an understudy to Eli Manning, but he will be competing with another of our former MVPs in Davis Webb.
That's right, MVP of the 2017 game. Who out of this 4th round group from our game is going to provide immediate help to the club this year?
Well, the Denver Broncos have a new quarterback in Case Keenum. And you always need a reliable slot receiver as a quarterback, because you want to know where that receiver is going to be. Daesean Hamilton from Penn State absolutely fits the bill perfectly. You know, he was sensational here. In and out of his breaks, couldn't be covered. And he doesn't have big speed, but he's got incredible savvy and instincts. I think Daesean Hamilton can make an instant impact there in Denver.
All right, how about value pick? What was the best value?
Well, again, let's go to the Carolina Panthers. They dive back into the bottom of the 4th round and get Marquis Haynes from Ole Miss. And Rob, I have to admit, I really like this player over the course of his career at Ole Miss. You know, we're doing the Bama radio work. He shows up as an end, a linebacker. He's over here, he's over there. And I think people struggle trying to figure out what position he would play, but in Carolina, he could go be that situational pass rusher. I just think it's incredible value, incredible find here at the end of the 4th round.
Who do you want to spotlight out of this group?
Spotlight player, Daesean Hand from Alabama. Now, he was the #1 high school recruit in the country when he got to Alabama. His career never lived up quite to the hype, but he was a good player nonetheless. He starts to slip on Friday night, 2nd, 3rd round. Then Detroit Lions, with a new coordinator and a new head coach, Matt Patricia, they're going to use players that are versatile and flexible. Daesean Hand can play tackle. He can play end. He can drop off into coverage when you do your zone blitz stuff. So Daesean Hand, I think, can help right away in terms of being part of their rotation there. And so with that being said, he absolutely could be a spotlight rookie in 2018.